Stage 11, Day 3, Jungle Run-In, Walkthrough, our first stage of the day. Start position, shotgun loaded to division capacity, at low ready, safety on. Stage procedure, start in box and from the path, shoot the targets as they become visible. You must activate aerial targets before engaging them. There are also a few fault lines which you must be behind for some targets. There are steel targets, there are static clays, there are aerial clays. So here I'm giving you a look at the targets as you would see them going through the stage. There's an activator right here that's going to throw a clay right down the middle of this path. You have to shoot it between these trees. Here's an open shooter going after it. And yeah, there's multiple ways to look at these. Some of these clays you can see from multiple locations. So if you don't see it from one spot, you might be able to see it from another. You really got to be careful and select the right choke and the right size shot with the steel targets and with the clays. You don't want to throw a bunch of magnums at all the clays. You don't need them, but you don't want to be stuck with light bird shot on some of the steel. So we are the first squad going through on this stage today. This is one of those stages where it really pays to be on a later squad. It clears out a lot of the brush and you can see things a lot better. But that's the luck of the draw. It looks like a really fun stage, so let you finish the walkthrough here. You'll get to see some aerials at the end. Those two activators get hit, and each one throws an aerial clay, one really high and one really low.
Far right. You're good. Finished on mode show clear. Clear, hammer down. Stand by. finished on motor clear.
Man, that was a fun stage. So for the plate rack here, I'm running number 6 shot, which is the largest shot you're allowed on the stage. I've had trouble with plates falling before, so I wanted to go with the heavier, and I think I'm running a modified choke. That's why I didn't do a reload here. I wanted to keep the number 6s in the gun for these steel targets. I did, however, miss this one and have to do a reload. So from here on out, I'm running, I think, 7.5 or 8, just light bird shot, nothing too crazy. With that modified choke, it's doing pretty good for me. But there's no real reason to run fast, because the thing that holds you back on a stage like this is loading the shotgun. This aerial wasn't super challenging, and I got it. If it was challenging, I probably would have missed that one. But competition shooting is pretty much an exercise in what do you do when your plan or what you think is going to happen doesn't happen. But this was a fairly good stage. I short stroked it a few times here. These are the fault lines I was talking about earlier. Like for some of the steel targets and clays, you have to be standing behind these sticks to take them. And that was gone over in our walkthrough. But this was a really fun stage. It was challenging. You can see where me and Micah decided to shoot it differently. Like right here where I am on the top, I decided to shoot all 4 of these clays from this position, whereas he left the far one and shot that from the more forward position. Tough thing about a shotgun stage is you always forget how many rounds are in the gun. It doesn't matter how practiced you are. I mean, I'm sure some guys can get it, but the gun's always empty and you're always putting shells in it. So it's going to go click when you wanted it to go bang, and then you're going to finish the stage sometimes and have like 8 or 9 shells in the gun. It's like, wow, why was I reloading the whole time? So that's just the nature of shotgun stages. Some guys like to run on the bottom end where the gun's almost always empty. And some guys like to run on the top end where they're always stuffing shells in. And I've done both. And here on the aerials at the end, I missed both of those. The first one I hit, I had a jam and didn't get the gun back up running in time. And the second one was so small, honestly, I didn't see it to the last second and I missed it. Thanks for watching, guys.